Hi everyone, this is the second part regarding pertussis communicable disease condition. This is the subject of child health nursing, fourth unit, that is the disorders and health problems of a child. Okay, in previous video, that is the part 1, we have discussed what is meant by pertussis, what are the causative organisms, that up to that we have discussed. Okay, in this video we are going to discuss about clinical features of pertussis. Clinical features of pertussis. Here the clinical features is 3 stages. Okay, that is the first phase is the catarrhal phase. Okay, first phase is the catarrhal phase. Second phase is the paroxysmal phase. Okay, the 2 phases is there. Okay, first phase is the catarrhal phase, second phase is the paroxysmal phase. Okay, depending upon the severity, depending upon the disease, some of the symptoms, the stages will be divided into 2 types. Okay, that is the first one catarrhal phase, second one is the paroxysmal phase. Okay, in the first phase what happens? The first phase what happens means here the children are having the cold. Okay, in every disease condition, okay, any disease is there for the human being or children or adult. Okay, the common symptom is the cold. Okay, why? Because the children is the Bordetella pertussis bacteria should be affected to the only, that is the respiratory tract. No, through the nose only the children are getting this infection. Okay, like that's why the children are having the common symptom, that is the cold. Okay, sometimes the children are having the excessive sneezing, running nose. Okay, the nostrils should be obstructed. Okay, next here what happens means the body temperature also increased. Okay, sometimes the body temperature increased or reduced. Okay, depending upon the severity of disease condition, the children have the body temperature should be altered. Okay, in the normal body temperature should be increased who are having this disease in the children. Okay, another symptom, that is the anorexia. Okay, anorexia. Here what happens means the children are not taking sufficient food. Why? Because they are having the loss of appetite. Okay, what is the reason? Means they are having severe cough. Okay, due to the any illness, the children are not taking sufficient food. Okay, if the children are healthy means they are eating sufficient. Okay, from the morning breakfast, afternoon lunch, night dinner, they are properly completed. But here the children are having the unhealthy due to the illness, due to the excessive toxins by the Bordetella pertussis. Okay, due to that the children are having the one problem, one symptom, that is the anorexia. Okay, loss of appetite. We are giving food to the children but they are avoiding food. Okay, no need food, I am not having any hungry. Okay, I am not having any hungry, I don't want food, like that the children should be rejected to the food items. Okay, the food is favorable means any interested or any favorable food also they are avoided. Why? Because they are having the disease condition, they are having the illness in their internal organs. Okay, due to that the external environment they are look like unhealthy. Okay, next one is in this the children are feel uneasiness. Okay, in the normal healthy children they are actively participate. Okay, any work we are giving or any play games we are provided for the children means they are easily actively participate in any work. Okay, daily living activities they are perform actively. But who are having the illness in their body, that is the respiratory illness, okay, severity in the cough, okay, those children are not actively. Okay, they are feel uneasiness, uncomfortable. Okay, next one is the severe cough. Okay, this is the major signs and symptom. Okay, this is the major clinical feature for the infection of Bordetella pertussis bacteria. Okay, here what happens means in the day, okay, from the morning to evening the children are suffering with the cough, but in this stage, in this period, the children are having the night time excessive cough. Okay, from the morning to evening there are some mild active, okay, mild active, they are taking food, but in the night time they are going to sleep, they are going to bed, means they are having the severe cough in the night. Okay, due to the severity or due to the excessive toxins regarding Bordetella pertussis bacteria. Okay, here what happens means the severe cough is the 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, the duration is the from the 4 weeks to 6 weeks. Okay, in that normal life, one day we are having cough means we are uneasiness. Okay, we are feel so many bore, we are feel unhealthy. Okay, now, but in these children they are having the from the 4th week, okay, from the 1st week to 6 weeks of their life, okay, they are having the severe cough. Okay, they are feel one torture. Okay, this is the mild disease, but symptom is major. Okay, now the severity of cough is the severe, but they are not having any diseases in their body. Okay, the children are feel this is a one torture. Okay, due to the cough we are unhealthy. Okay, we are uncomfortable, we are not taking sufficient food, like that they are having the one type of mental illness. Okay, next here choking. Choking nothing but difficulty in breathing. Why the difficulty in breathing means one point is there, no, that is that mucous membrane. Okay, the thick mucus should be obstructed in the respiratory tract. Okay, the thick mucus is obstructed the air passage. Due to that the children are having the choking problem, that is the difficulty in breathing, inability to take respiration, the respiratory rate should be decreased. Okay, next one is the vomitings. Vomiting also common symptom. Okay, here the children's vagus nerve or they are having the one uneasiness. Okay, due to the excessive coughing exercises. Okay, due to that the food should be regurgitated, backflow, that forcibly the stomach contents also excreted through the mouth. Okay, these are the symptoms we are identified in the catarrhal phase. Okay, what are the symptoms in the catarrhal phase means, that is the first one is the cold, fever, anorexia, next uneasiness, next one is the severe cough, that is the 4 to 6 weeks, next choking, breathing difficulty, next one is the vomitings. Okay, these are the symptoms or these are the clinical features identified in the catarrhal phase. Okay, next one is the paroxysmal phase. Okay, what happens in this paroxysmal phase? Here the children are having the bronchitis. Okay, bronchus is a one part of the respiratory system. Okay, every children or every human being having this the part of bronchus in the respiratory system. Okay, here what happens means inflammation due to the viruses or due to the some of the bacteria, the children having the bronchitis. Okay, how we are identified the children having the bronchitis means, here the children are having the cough. Okay, severe cough, that is the mostly how many times means 15 to 24 times. Okay, 15 to 24 times in a day. Means 3 or 4 times we are having the one symptom, that is the cough, means we are feel so many unhealthy. Okay, so much of unhealthy. But here the children due to the severity of the disease they are having the 15 to 24 times in a 24 hours. Okay, from that up to 24 hours in a day they are suffering with the 24 times cough. Okay, due to that the children are having the problem in their body. Okay, next what happens means rapid and deep inspiration. Okay, the breathing what happens means inspiration and exhalation. Okay, in this the inspiration means respiration, we have to some of the oxygen we are inhalation. Okay, next here the children are having the cyanosis. Cyanosis nothing but bluish discoloration of the skin. Why? Because due to the loss of oxygen in the body. Why the oxygen should be lost in their body? The nasal cavity, the nostrils or the bronchus, okay, respiratory system completely obstructed. They are having the severe cough. Okay, due to that the children are having the cyanosis problem. When we are observed of the children having the cyanosis. Okay, we are easily identified in the skin changes. Okay, next one is the convulsions. Many of the children having this problem, that is the convulsions. Okay, here what happens means due to the some toxins excessive means the children may be prone to get this convulsions disease, that is the abnormal electrical discharges from the brain. Means actually the what is the function of brain? The brain should be give some of the impulses to the all over the body. Okay, from the body will be give some of the receives impulses from the brain. After that the body part should be sending impulses to the brain. Okay, here what happens means, for example, the children are having the abnormal body movements. Okay, abnormal body movements. Why? Because here the brain should be abnormally functioning. Okay, the brain normal function lost. Due to that the children are having the convulsions. Okay, next one is the here when we are observed on the children having the puffiness of eyelids. Okay, the eyelids around the eyes. Okay, the eyelids should have the puffiness. Who are having this? Who are affected by this Bordetella pertussis bacteria? Okay, those children are having the puffiness in their eyelids. Okay, these are the signs and symptoms in the paroxysmal phase. Okay, what are the symptoms like bronchitis? Okay, bronchitis, major symptom pertussis or the whooping cough having the children means they are having severity in the cough. Okay, 15 to 24 times in a day they are having the cough. Okay, next in this the rapid and deep inspiration. This is the one symptom. Next one is the cyanosis. This is also another symptom. Okay, convulsions. Next one is the puffiness of eyelids. These are the symptoms identified in the paroxysmal phase. Okay, next in this we are discussed about diagnosis. What is the diagnosis? How we are diagnosis? How we are differentiate the children exactly suffering with the pertussis? Okay, what is the diagnostic procedures available? How means here the diagnostic procedure mainly the diagnosis is by the clinical features. Okay, now what are the clinical features? Clinical features is there now in the two phases, that is the paroxysmal phase, another one is the catarrhal phase. Okay, in the catarrhal phase mild symptoms like cold, cough, fever. Okay, next anorexia, uneasiness. In the starting stage the severity of the disease should be less. Okay, due to that the children are having the mild symptoms. Okay, next depending upon the signs and symptoms, depending upon the clinical features, we are differentiate. Okay, if the children is suffering with the cough, that is the 15 to 24 times in a day means exactly the children is having the in their body Bordetella pertussis. Okay, like that we have to differentiate or identify the children is suffering with the communicable disease of whooping cough. Okay, next here what happens means in these all communicable diseases the WBCs, white blood cell count should be increased. White blood cell count should be increased. In the normal white blood cell count in a previous videos we are discussed 4,500 to 11,000. Okay, that is the normal WBC count, white blood cell count. But here, who are affected by this disease condition, those children are having the WBC count elevated. Okay, increased WBC count. How much means 20,000 to 30,000. 20,000 to 30,000. The children are affected by this the elevated WBC count. Next one is the, here another test is there, that is the fluorescent test, fluorescent antibody, fluorescent antibody staining. Okay, here we are doing the one test, that is the fluorescent antibody staining. How we are identified, how we are doing this means by taking laryngeal swab. Okay, laryngeal swab. Laryngeal swab nothing but larynx is there, no? Okay, the part is the anatomical structure of the larynx is the respiratory system. Okay, in the respiratory system the larynx is there. In the laryngeal swab means obstructed fluid, the sputum or the mucus is obstructed in the larynx means we have inserted a swab. Okay, the cotton swab we are inserted and we are take out the some sputum for doing the culture for identification of which organism is there. Okay, the exact organism which is the bacteria is there in the children's body, that will be identified by doing the laryngeal swab.